Let's go to the batting cages. All right, why do you want to go to the batting cages? I hear you play baseball. Now, just so you guys know, I played Pac-10 baseball. Okay, it was in my resume. It's not a lie. Somehow he thought I was fabricating that for a decade. I don't know what he was thinking, but he's like, let's go see. I want to see how good you are. I heard you can play baseball. All right, Jim, you look like an athlete in those dress shoes. So let's go ahead. All of us were there. And my wife and some of the dates were with us. We go into the batting cage, and if you guys have ever been to the batting cage, they're slow, medium, and fast. Jim Lee says, I'm going to go into medium, I'm going to get in there. Jim Lee sits there and goes, I'll go first, because he's competitive, because you're going to show me up. I guess, all of us up. Puts in his quarters, and the machine goes, you guys ever been to a batting machine? You stand there, the pitch comes, you're supposed to hit it, right? So there's a backdrop. I've never seen a guy with such slow reaction that went, it hits the back. Now you get 12, right? Boom, and he missed. Every time it hit the wall, he'd start swinging. He comes out. His wife was there going, Jim, goof. He goes, oh, let's see what you got, Todd. I got to tell you guys that play Pac-10 baseball. I can pound that ball. There's 10 of us. Jim says, I will go next, because of course it would be. This is how it went for the rest of the day. Jim, Todd. Jim, Mark. Jim, Rob. Jim, the date. Jim. He had blisters on his hands. He did not touch one pitch. And then somewhere in the middle of it, he says, I'm going to the fast one. This is too slow. So I go, and his wife goes, oh, for the love of God. He finally, I am telling you, he finally foul tips one. Now, what bugged the crap out of Jim that day was that Mark's beautiful date, in her high heels, nonetheless, got in there going, what are you supposed to do? And she hit 6. Jim's like, I got to get back in there. My wife is pretty good. And he did it 12 times. He foul tipped, no lie, once. It's now the evening. We're back at my house. Jim, trying not to look exhausted and pain, laying there on the couch, looking at me. I walk up to him, and I grab his hand, and I take his hand, and I put it right there. And Jim goes, Todd, what are you doing? And I go, it's the first time you touched 2 balls all day. We've got 100 of those stories. If we had more time.
And they're all Jim Lee.
I gave Jim Lee diarrhea from 3,000 miles. Someday I'll tell you that one. We scarred him. We had fun with each other. We just poked each other, and that was it. We do our comic book, and then we do our goof stuff afterwards.
And that really was the key of Image in the day. And that's why we smile today when we're together. And it's like, that's true. We all smile. We have that one thing. We have 2 things in common. We have the Image eye, and we have Jim Lee. And those 2 things will always put smiles on our face for the rest of the time. That's a true story. There's no
Yes, we're all there.
Especially the ball cupping part, which actually lasts a lot longer. because Todd was done with the joke. He goes, let's go. And Todd's going,
I'm getting to where I like it.
Joke's over. Joke's over, Jim. Joke's over.
Boy, if someone's filming this, he's really going to hate that.
How much time we got? We got to open up the questions here?